So this topic is about germination of seeds. So germination of seeds means how the seed is growing into a new plant, how it is becoming into a new plant. So in the previous topic when we are discussing about the parts of the plant, we learned that from the fruits the seeds will fall down and they will start growing into a new plant. So that is the process of germination that we are going to discuss here. So what we have to do, we have to take a seed like pea seed, pea, that we have to place it inside the soil. So here I am showing it in the diagram. So the seed is placed inside the soil, and this seed, under the conditions, it will grow into a new plant. So what are the conditions required for the seed to grow? Those are the sunlight, good soil, water and air. These are the conditions. So what is meant by good soil? Good soil means it should be rich in nutrients. Nutrient rich soil. Nutrients, what are required for the plant to grow? Those nutrients are present in that soil, that is called nutrient rich soil. And sunlight, we know already, water, air, these are the requirements for the plant to seed to grow into a plant. So after placing the seed inside the soil, the seed starts developing into a new plant in a step by step process. So after some days, after 2 or 3 days, the seed starts giving a radicle. So what is this radicle? A white color structure will be coming outside from the seed, that is called radicle, that grows deep inside the soil and it forms the root system. See, this radicle grows down into the soil and this will form into a root system. In the last class we learned about the root system and shoot system, no, and that root system is coming out from the radicle. And above the radicle we will have a plumule. The seed will have a plumule. The plumule starts growing into the shoot system. So the root system and shoot system, the topics we have learned already. So the radicle develops into a root system and plumule develops into a shoot system. And here you will have an embryo. In embryo we will have cotyledons. These are embryonic leaves. Cotyledons are embryonic leaves that also present here only, and the seed is here the seed is present and the seed is protected by the seed coat. So this is a seed and seed is protected by the seed coat. What is the function of the seed coat? The seed coat will give protection for the seed when there are any extreme conditions. Extreme conditions means if there is more temperature, high temperature, and when the seed requires some warmth. If there is no warmth, the seed cannot develop into a new plant. So when there is no required temperature, when the temperature is high or low, this seed coat will protect the seed and helps to grow into a new plant. Okay, this is a seed coat. And next after some days, the cotyledons will be coming out from the seed, and these are the roots. The roots are developed and the plumule, the shoot system is also growing upwards, and leaves are forming. How the leaves are forming? The cotyledons are getting separated. The cotyledons are getting separated from the seed. See here, the cotyledon is coming out. So what is the use of cotyledons? Means cotyledons store the food for the growing embryo. It will provide all the food required for the seed. So the cotyledon stores food for the growing embryo and it will provide all the nutrients and food required for the embryo to grow into a new plant. So the cotyledon, after the leaves are formed, the cotyledon shut down and it will fall down on the ground. And in the next step, after few days, from the cotyledon, from the embryo, the embryonic leaves will start coming out. So these are called the embryonic leaves. These are present in the embryos. So after the cotyledons are coming out and the leaf starts growing. So we can observe that root system is developed already. So we have to Observe the shoot system now. So the shoot system is coming out from the plumule, we already learned. So the shoot system consists of leaves now. So the leaves are developed from the embryos only. These are called embryonic leaves, and the food required for these leaves is provided by the cotyledons. So after the leaves are developing, the cotyledons fall down on the ground. They shut down and they fall down. See here, in the next step, a complete plant is forming. So the leaves are completely developed and these cotyledons are present. No, these cotyledons, after some days, it will fall down, shut down and fall down on the ground and mixes with the soil again. So this is a complete plant, and here you can observe the small stem is forming. These are the leaves, and after some days, flowers and fruits also start coming from this plant. So starts growing, this plant is start growing and it become into a big tree later many days or years. Okay, so this is a germination process. Even in our house, when our mothers are soaking some seeds uh, like some seeds, they'll soak in some water, and after some days, what we can observe, the small hair like structures are coming out from the seed. What are those called? Those are the roots. Okay, so you can observe that one in your home also. So this topic is about germination of seeds, and we completed explaining about the germination of seeds. Here you have to learn about the important topics like what are the conditions required for the seed to grow, and also radicle will form the root system and plumule will form the shoot system, about the cotyledons, and the cotyledons provide food for the growing embryo, and from the embryo we will get the leaves. Those are called the embryonic leaves. These are the important topics in the germination of seeds. Thank you.